Recording is on.
Okay. Welcome to third episode of The Lodge. I think last we left off, we'd just discovered how to cure these two werewolves. And I believe we just are still in this cabin. I don't think we left yet, correct?
I think we were just starting a long rest, and that's about as far as we got.
Yeah.
That is about right.
We'd probably just take turns resting, keeping an eye on the werewolves and keeping an eye out. Yeah. Ari, if you
Yep.
give me just 1 second. Do I still have enough spell slots to cast Detect Thoughts again?
We'll listen to that.
Yes. Cool. So before I go and start to rest, I would like to cast Detect Thoughts once again, and try to get a bit more, try to like see if I can gather more clues from the minds of the two werewolves. For instance, you said that there was like surface level thoughts that were that of a wolf, with distinct memories of being a wolf before, like being a werewolf or something like this. I want to try to see if this is like, if both of them have the same kind of wolf spirit that is like imposed upon them, that like comes from a single wolf, and it's a sort of like magical template that got added to them, or if they're distinct wolves, and try to see based off of the memories if they're like regional wolves or stuff like that.
I think I mentioned this last time, but it's this. They have the same template, because I don't think you even need to go past service thoughts for this.
Okay.
It's the same template, but looking through the memories. Oh, you failed the extra check, so you wouldn't know this. Yeah, I'll just say they're the same memories.
Okay. So I'm gonna relay that to the party, and then I'm going to say, so from what we know, the they didn't start to transform as soon as they got out of the well, right? They like, something weird was happening to them. The spell was already active, but it's when they pretended to be werewolves that they started transforming into werewolves. Do we okay, so there are like 13 cabins like this scattered around. If there are like other just regular schmoes who are pretending to be cryptids in order to like get tourists to come around more often, is it possible that like somebody's gonna dress up as Sasquatch, and when and if they get hit by the same magic, then they will actually transform into Sasquatch? Is that something that's likely in your knowledge of the magic? Because um, uh, Bandit's character said, Ladin said, werewolves weren't supposed to exist, right? Like this is not something that we're that is actually like common in the occult world.
There could be something like that going on, but I have no basis to say either yes or no.
Okay. Using detect thoughts, I would like to see Ari if the kids are aware of anybody else pretending to be cryptids around here, and if somebody basically like set them up to this gig, like the owner of the lodge or somebody else to like set them up to pretend to be werewolves and yeah.
So you're trying to see like all the memories about this. Yes. I don't even think they're. Yeah, I'm just. They don't really control what and say if they're asleep and already failed it a bunch of times anyway. So I think from what you can get in their memory, uh, in general, it's a bit just jumbled. You know, kind of as a result of being in werewolf form, but you can still get that. For the most part, this is something uh, they kind of do for like fun, really.
Yeah.
You know, they do get information. Like you see, they have memories of like talking to Theo, the front clerk, uh, to like know when someone is doing like when someone's going out to
Yeah.
this cabin. But no one really
Okay.
sent them here.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna relay that information and then say, all right, I am exhausted. I'm calling first. I'm calling not first shift, and I'm gonna head towards the big bed to lay comfily on it.
I suppose I'll take first shift then.
All right, thank you, Emma.
No worries. Alright.
Are we taking shifts in pairs, or are we doing it in time?
I don't mind company if someone wants to join me.
Sure, that walk back to the lodges woke me up a bit more than I would have liked.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll take first watch as well.
Alright.
Wake me up whenever you all get tired.
Noted.
Well, I think the pretty much the whole night is gonna go by uneventfully. You know,
Mhm.
the usual switching out, watch every couple of hours. You know, this was already around midnight or so, so yeah, I think you know, a couple hours later, morning is gonna. Well, it's after what the word the term is. Well, morning's gonna happen. Sun's gonna rise, and those of you who are awake first will notice that the two werewolves have turned back into human form. Alongside the setting of the full moon. In addition, they're noticeably like what's the word? Like they're noticeably like bleeding from their mouths. That's it.
So if we were taking turns, that would mean that me and Emma would probably be asleep in the morning.
Yeah.
Probably.
So Emma typically stays up late, so
So
so we
leaving
have
me up again.
first, second, and third wedge. Gotcha.
pretty much. Are we just waking them up in the morning and then going to
Mhm.
sleep?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Then I guess anyone want to be the one who wakes up first?
Probably would be Melanie. Seeing as how she's an early bird.
Then definitely.
Makes sense. Yeah, you are the first one to notice that the werewolves have transformed back into human.
But also bleed from the mouth. Probably nudge the others awake
Mm.
and then going over to the kids. Hey sweeties, how are y'all doing?
So we do.
Probably try to wipe up some of the blood.
Yeah, one of them wakes up. Like the older one, just kind of coughs up some blood. Hi. What happened?
You all had a pretty rough night.
I feel like that doesn't accurately describe this.
What is the last thing you remember?
Well, we were doing our usual thing. We're gonna prank you guys. It's just kind of our way we do. It's the way we do things. And we were just gonna. We just got out of the well. There was like some weird smoke, and then I don't know. It started getting weird. Like I was hungry, and then did I turn into a wolf? What?
Suffice to say that smoke that came from the well, it wasn't too good for you.
Wait. Did we get like poisoned? Is this like a hallucination or something?
Something like that, I imagine. You were a bit rowdy, to say the least.
Huh. Oh, I didn't hurt anyone, did I?
No.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well,
Probably shush something.
why do you have a sword?
I'm a collector.
Honestly, that I can't think of a reason why that explanation doesn't work. But yeah. Who are you people? Are you just kind of like?
Right now, I am someone who is very, very sleepy. someone else wants to go and explain that, that would be lovely.
All right. I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Thanks.
He just curls up and goes back to sleep right then and there.
We're just simply tourists that, well, ended up finding you, well, poisoned, as best we can put it.
So, was the wolf thing real, or was that like a hallucination?
A hallucination.
Okay, that makes sense. You know,
Quite interesting if you did.
yeah. I mean, I can't imagine that would have been that would have been a story.
Yes, it most certainly would. But you're not hurting anywhere?
No, I'm feeling a little like lightheaded, honestly. But
Mm,
other than that, I feel okay.
that's good. Little thing, are they still restrained?
If you guys haven't unrestrained them, yeah.
All right then. Well, seeing as how you are all better now, I guess I should untie you now. And go
Oh,
on.
we were tied.
Untie.
Oh,
We didn't want to. We wanted to make sure you wouldn't hurt yourselves. You
that's
all
just-
were rambunctious, to say the least.
I'm just glad I don't got hurt.
Mm.
Is it? Is he all right? He's gonna point to the younger one.
Yeah, he's just still sleeping. Can I check?
Yeah, you can check. Give me a medicine check, Chloe. See. Yeah, he's fine. He's just more asleep. You think they've definitely lost a decent amount of blood, so
Mm.
yeah, it's possible that, especially since this one's a lot younger. There's just some problems there, Just,
Mm. I
yeah,
doubt there's any cranberry juice in the cabinet.
nothing a little more rest wouldn't fix. But yeah, that one's getting to sleep for a bit longer.
Yeah, he's perfectly fine. He just needs a little bit extra rest, being younger.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Well, yeah, I think we could probably bring him to the clinic at some point.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. But let's wait for the others to be ready, just so it isn't going alone.
Thanks. Yeah. I guess I should introduce myself. My name's Q. That's CK. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure. My name's Melanie.
Okay. This is a weird day. This is a weird day.
Quick question: am I still asleep? Are there new people here?
You have been nudged awake. The werewolves have turned back into human form.
Okay. We didn't have time to get the silver or anything, right?
Nope.
No, we just went to sleep.
Okay. Cool. Excellent. Do they remember what they were doing when they were werewolves?
You
We
see that
convinced them.
Yeah, they've had vague memories of it, and Melanie has convinced them that it was an hallucination as a result of being kind of poisoned by the smoke.
Yeah. Mercury fumes. You do not want to breathe those in.
It's not a fun time in general.
By the way, gang, do we think it's I mean, I can take a dip in the mercury pool and I'll be fine, but is it okay that, you know, there's a pool of mercury beneath the, like, that should contaminate like all of the trees around here, right? That's like a bad safety hazard, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd imagine so.
So do we like try to get this whole place shut down because it's dangerous?
Emma woke up and went back to sleep, by the way, so you're aware.
Okay.
Then we start.
Seems to have stayed up late.
Right. Star, any, I mean, like, because calling the cops doesn't necessarily seem like an option for us, but it's still a safety hazard, right, for everybody who's involved. Should we just talk to the manager?
I don't know. I just want to sleep.
Oh, uh, 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 I I got you. Here I've got a little bit of energy. I've got a little bit of energy drink cocktail that will wake you right up, and I'm gonna start basically. I think I'm gonna try to find like a rustic coffee making pot, and I'm gonna brew some coffee and then just like pour it into and mix it with some Monster and then just hand it to Star.
Oh
I
my.
just give up trying to actually sleep and just take the drink. I don't know. It depends on if the well is self-contained or not. We don't know what modifications have been made to it. The fact that it's even holding mercury right now, rather than just mercury in water or anything, means that something has been done to tamper with the well. We don't know if it leads into the main water supply. We'd have to get a testing kit. The fact that the trees are alive does suggest that it's not seeped into the ground, at least not yet.
Okay. Okay, so that's
probably
yeah.
some.
So is it okay? Is it possible that the okay? Well, whether or not it's temporary, we should we just like go and let the people at the lodge know that like this is happening and that it's dangerous?
As much as it's on the lodge grounds, we might be better off getting police or doctors involved or something. 'Cause it's more of a. I'd argue this is more of a crime than it is just a health hazard.
Speaking of police, around this time, you are going to hear a little knock on the door. As, oh, please do not let this token be too big. Yep, it's too big. There is a knock
Please
on
send
the
a
door.
message.
I'm gonna throw a blanket over my duffel bag real quickly to like hide it.
Probably see Emma blink up, glance over, and then just very quickly but not hastily just put the sword back into the bassoon case and seal it up.
I'm just gonna glare at the door like Bilbo does in the first Hobbit movie when the dwarves knock.
Mount Prosper Sheriff? Anyone in there?
Yes, morning,
Good morning, can you open up?
I suppose. Give me a moment.
Look at the others, see if they see him already.
Yeah.
As I will be.
I'm ready.
Ready
Just
for?
over.
Are we leaving?
I mean, if she moves to go and open the door.
Okay.
Morning.
Good morning. Let's see, have you opened the door all the way? Or just like...
Just sort of leaning against the door frame somewhat. Not particularly trying to hide anything, just kind of occupying the door frame.
Okay, yeah. The officer goes, hey, hi, I'm, I got a call that there were a few gunshots over here last night. It's not the most uncommon thing in these woods, but it seemed like a couple, which is not that common.
Hey,
Is
everything is fine. One of our group got a little too excited and spooked. Thankfully, no one was hurt, however.
and if I just take a look around the cabin? Ooh.
By all means.
Oh, cool. I just got an Amber Alert. Well, I think I might have missed out on like the last sentence.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna try and push back, into the house.
Yeah.
Just gonna let him in.
I mean, Emma has no real problem with it. Presuming
Okay.
the kids have been untied at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, the sheriff goes in. These are two kids. Did any of you like clean the blood off of them? Or...
I think Melanie.
Yeah, I wiped off the blood.
Okay, good. I should have known you two were gonna be here. You caused more trouble for these people?
Oh no, they were fine. They were adorable. They scared the bejesus out of us, but not but they that was completely unrelated to the gunshots that happened Yeah, like that. Those gunshots were from like coming from outside. We kind of just bunkered down, and I didn't catch a wink of sleep because, dude, who goes around these parts with a gun, right? At night?
Indeed.
Can you get a history check for me?
Sure. That's based on intelligence, so I'm not very good at it. 5.
Yeah. The sheriff's badge, I mean, it looks like a sheriff's badge to you. Like, it's got the word sheriff on it. It's in big letters. It's hard to miss.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have any other writing on it. It's just kind of got the. It's just got the word sheriff on a little gold star. No other signifiers.
Okay. Does like could I roll a little bit of insight? I'm trying to see if the sheriff came in here looking for more than what he appears to be looking for. Like it like if there's something else going on than just a visit about the shots that were fired last night. And I rolled a 12 on insight.
Well, with the 12, I really don't think you're gonna get much on the. You're not gonna get much on the sheriff, but
Yeah.
Is he paying a little bit more attention to anybody specifically in the group?
Not particularly. I mean, it's definitely like talking with Emma more because that's kind of where the conversation started. Rather than that, he's just kind of surveying the room.
That's good at least.
Well, so were you guys the ones who shot? Was,
It's not
Was you?
or Shaladin.
him?
Yeah, I'm gonna point at him as well.
Same.
Fuck, I thought he saw Bigfoot.
Ah,
Ended up blowing some twigs off a tree.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, when he wakes up, give him a warning. You know, we don't have a lot of non-natural causes deaths here, and a good third of those are people accidentally shooting each other because they think they're Bigfoot. So
Yeah, that sounds about right.
we have PSAs and everything.
We didn't see any of those. Also, we tried to get a bucket of the water from the well, and it looks like the water is really contaminated with some dangerous stuff. We think mercury. Do you want to come over and have a look at that with us? Because we don't think this place is up to code.
Well, I guess I can take a look. I mean, I'll admit I don't exactly know what the Mount Prosper well code is.
Well, generally, the water shouldn't look like a mirror.
I mean, that's a good. That's logical. It's something.
Apologies for being abrupt. I've slept about 5 minutes.
That's fine. No. just go. Yeah, he's just gonna look over the well. In the light, where the sun is currently, it's a bit easier to see down, than it was like later in the day. Well, that's not water, so I think that definitely clears your story. But
can I like throw in a bucket and like try to retrieve some of it, because I as the player don't know if like mercury has like a strong smell or stuff like this, but I know that stuff is like really dangerous and really poisonous. So I
believe
want to.
mercury is odorless.
Okay.
Yeah, it's odorless. You can throw down the bucket. I don't believe it has any kind of like fumes. Like, I don't think you'll get sick from mercury for just being near it. You have to like touch it.
Okay. I would like to
ingested or absorbed through the skin.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I while I'm like pulling the bucket out of the well, I would like to take a pose that shows off my muscles, and I'm gonna be rolling performance to try to like show off a little bit, but while trying to be discreet. 70, hell yes.
The sheriff, I guess we have like little nod of approval. Kind of doesn't say much. I think you
Here,
pull up a
that's
little bucket of mercury.
yeah, that does not look like drinkable water, right?
You see the sheriff like puts like just a finger and like puts it in his mouth like, yeah, that's not water. I shouldn't have done that.
No, you really shouldn't have.
Yeah, that was a bad idea. Well,
Hey, Aladdin, you have something against you have something in your backpack against mercury poisoning, right? And I'm gonna like wink like trying to get him to understand I'm like I mean the spell that he cast on himself last night, because I'm afraid that the sheriff is just gonna die right here.
yeah, Aladdin's gonna roll over and give a quick protection from poison, just kind of subtly. Also like give the sheriff like a little aspirin or something from their bag.
Okay.
Sheriff's gonna. Oh, go ahead.
How calm was the sheriff during all this? Like, was he surprised to see the mercury and all that?
Definitely surprised to see the mercury. If you want to perhaps do an insight check. If you're looking
Yeah,
for
I
one.
think I will as well.
Anyone can give an individual insight check.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Melanie and Star, you'll both notice that the sheriff is surprised by the mercury, but it's kind of not that surprised. Like, you'd expect if someone did their finger in mercury and drank and like tasted it, they'd be a little more freaked out, or just surprised at the fact that there's a well full of mercury of all things.
Is it through idiocy or just desensitivity?
Problem is, I don't think you can tell. It's possible
Okay.
the sheriff is just very stupid. It's also possible there's something else going on.
Hmm. Well, I'll keep quiet about it for now.
Hey, Sheriff, is this well,
Okay.
like, connected to anything?
Well, I don't know. I'm not really the one to ask about that. I mean, it's probably connected to a reservoir of some kind. I mean, just knowing how wells work.
Yeah, you'd think, but generally reservoirs don't pump mercury into wells.
Also true. Also true.
Quick question: where does the town get its water from? Like, is there like
Well, we have a couple wet reservoirs up here. There, but other than that, we get a lot of water from the lake at the base of the mountain.
is that like downstream from here?
It's hard to say because you never know like what reservoirs connect to other reservoirs. Technically, it's down, stream based on the fact that we're up a mountain, but
Cool.
I don't know if the water connects to there or not.
I turn to the rest of the group and I say, all right, everyone, I have enough monsters to last us 10 days if we don't drink, to last me 10 days if I don't drink any of the water here. I have 10 rations, and after that, I am out of here because I'm not drinking this place's water. Not a chance.
Hey, I'm sure the water's fine. I mean, I drink it every day.
It's shiny. It's not fine.
Well, this isn't water. Our water is okay. This isn't water.
Pardon me, sir, but it took you dipping your finger and licking it to figure out that it was not water.
I'm nearsighted, okay?
Right.
I'm
Still,
gonna insight check that. This guy's a fucking idiot of grand proportions.
Yes, is this guy just an idiot
Ooh,
or
funny. Yeah, this guy's an idiot.
Oh
Fair
my
enough.
god.
right? Still, I
Honestly,
wouldn't worry
you're
too
not
much
even
about
sure
it.
if he knows what nearsighted means.
I wouldn't worry too much about food supplies and the likes. That can be arranged.
Are there any higher ups in town? Or are you the highest one here as far as the police force goes?
I mean, there's a mayor. Well,
He's-
The mayor's not an officer.
He's the sheriff. Everybody else has to be a deputy, I imagine.
well, I mean, I can deputize somebody, if I wanted, but I mean, I'm the only sheriff, police officer, anything here.
Place is in great hands.
This place must really not get any crime.
I mean, there's not a lot of people here, if you ever did do a crime, you probably know the person, so
Hmm.
it'd be a little
Getting
awkward.
some Hot Fuzz Greta Good vibes from this place already.
A little bit, but yeah, most of what I have to deal with is excessive shooting in the woods, fireworks too close to town.
What counts as excessive?
I don't have like a scale for it. It's just kind of, if I get calls, I gotta go out. you know.
Hmm.
So are you gonna report this to anybody, or
I mean, I'm right here. I'm right here. I
yeah,
am
you
the
gonna
report
report it to
person.
anybody? Because clearly this isn't under your jurisdiction. Otherwise,
Oh.
you'd know what you were doing.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
I should
do-
probably ask the mayor.
Sh- Sheriff, do you think maybe calling in, you know, like a health expert, or you know, do you have phone numbers at the station that you can call when there's poisonings that you don't know how to handle? Like, can you call someone from the local hospital or poison control or?
Well, we don't have poison control, and you know, or at least like a week's out almost from any other town. So I could call an expert from outside. I mean, I'm honestly maybe the maybe the people up in the observatory might know. I'm not sure.
You'd
I-
probably be
to my
better off
knowledge,
contacting somebody and asking them to order some heavy metal poisoning test kits.
yeah, I'm just gonna tell the mayor and see what they think, because honestly, I don't even know if we have like a poison services.
Real quick for you know, if I may ask real quick, what is your name and what is the mayor's name?
I name the mayor's name.
Yes.
Ow.
How do you spell that?
Okay. So the sheriff's name, I'm just gonna write down the sheriff's name, or not write it down, I'm just gonna say it. Sheriff's name is Zach Johnson. Fairly simple. Zach Johnson.
All right.
Right.
The mayor's name, which I should have to think this up because I did not plan out that part.
Cave Johnson.
No.
We're all in safe hands, everyone.
Oh God.
Josephine Well.
If I... Wait a second. I actually might have written it down. Let me check my notes.
Cool.
Got a few people throughout the town. Okay. Alright, here we go. I did have one. It's Amelia Stevens. That's the mayor's name I wrote down.
All right. Well, don't let us keep you from making that report. Have a good day, Sheriff. And I'm gonna
Indeed.
tap
You
him
too.
on the back and kind of like move towards like I don't know if he has like a car that's obviously parked here or something, but yeah, I'm trying.
golf cart, like over here.
Oh, gorgeous. I'm gonna try to like get him to leave now.
He's got no problems.
Cool.
Going up.
Cool. Have a nice day. I turn back to the rest of the group and I'm like, okay, well, seems like he's got everything under control, right? He's
That's
look
debatable.
he looks like a smart man to me.
No.
Been a long time since I've met somebody that stupid and such a place of power.
It happens far too often, I'm afraid. Now, well, I've got some good news at least. We won't have to worry about food issues.
At least we won't have to, worry about getting caught by the police either. Because we could have stabbed somebody in front of him and just told him that we tripped. He'd probably believed
I
us.
guess. Still, I don't recommend doing that. So,
I'm getting the sense that maybe some of the people in this group might be better at figuring out what's happening here than the sheriff it was. Not me. I think I'm on par intelligence-wise with the sheriff, but y'all seem to know what's up. So,
I suppose the next question is, how many of you are interested in actually figuring out what's going on here?
I most certainly am.
Yeah.
I'm stuck here until my agent gives me the green light to go back. So I feel like it's in my best interest and it's gonna help me survive to try to figure things out, and maybe I can understand how I got my powers and got into this mess. So yeah, I'm I only have 10 days before I run out of stuff to drink. So yeah, I'm down to help. I might not be the best at figuring out what's happening, but I will heal anyone who gets hurt during the investigation.
And well, when it comes to drinks, I'm sadly unable to provide you with your preferred beverage, but don't fear running out of water.
Would you have a
Honestly,
filter or something?
Something like that.
Cool.
Man, yeah, but like if I have to like spend days on end without like energy from an energy drink, I might as well be drinking the mercury, man.
Yes, it's typically tormentous for the first few days. Gets better afterwards, though.
Okay, so where do we start? I was thinking we go around, look for Sasquatch in the forest.
Either that, or we check out these observatory people, or we try and get these kids to the hospital.
That sounds smarter.
We
I
should
think
probably
so,
take them to hospital. They've lost quite a bit of blood.
But what if they get kept overnight and turn back into werewolves on the night?
Then we have to find the potions, ingredients. Sorry.
We can prioritize doing that as well.
Well, last night was the full moon, so hopefully there's not there's a little bit of time before they turn again.
I guess that depends on what rules they play by.
Yeah.
Which I have no idea, I'll be honest.
Okay. Yeah. No. I think. Emma, your idea sounded logical. Let's get those kids to the hospital, and then let's go talk to those people at the observatory, who seem like they are scientists, based off of what the sheriff said.
Yes.
better equipped than us to figuring all of this out. Cool. Come on, kids. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you to the hospital and make sure everything is all right after you had this like a little bit of delirium, and then your parents will come and pick you up there. Okay.
All right. Just... I don't know if I've ever been to the hospital here.
Well, can you walk on your own?
Right. How old are you that you haven't been to the hospital?
I mean, it's just a... I don't know, it's just a clinic. And we don't really go there often for any reason. It's just...
Inside check then.
Sure.
That feels a bit weird. I know, like, I was in hospital more than most people as a kid, but having not been to a hospital at all, that's a bit.
23. Ooh, that's a high insight. You know, how to describe this? Oh, I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, she's a very loud snore.
Blows.
Yeah, but I mean, the kid believes that they've never been to a hospital before. But there is something off about what they're when they're saying it. Like, it's hard to describe it. Like, it's like they've almost rehearsed saying it.
Oh. I don't like this.
This is worrying.
And we can't even, like, pass messages around like we did in the other group.
Nope.
Oh, this is awkward. I'm gonna just keep a close eye on these kids. There's no walking. Also, do we even know where the hospital is? Never mind the kids.
I don't think you do.
Right, let's head to the
Right.
Arch and ask then.
Yeah, I think that's our best bet.
And as they're walking, Emma would probably look to absentmindedly kind of rub the younger kid's head. He's kind of in a sort of you're doing good motion, but as she does so,
Cast
remove curse.
inflict wounds.
No, cast remove curse though. And try and see if that works.
Curse? Ooh. Let me read the description. Yeah. Let's see. Trying to think if that's the case. I will say, I think technically that would not work under this circumstance.
Yeah, well, she'd still try it. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Yeah. It's probably kind of looks like a brief rub on the head.
Because technically, this is in a way sort of a magic object.
Well, it's how you wanna run it.
So while we're walking, I think I like try to connect with the kids, kind of like I mean, like, in my mind I'm still like kind like younger than I really am because of the time I spent in the coma. I'm gonna try to basically like connect with them on like, hey, do you guys like hang out on social media, stuff like that. But it's gonna be very obvious that all of my references are like 5 years old or older. Nothing really like new. So I probably look so I probably sound like I'm an adult, like parodying try to talk to teenagers. So yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to like keep them distracted from what happened previously and stuff like this. Keep them occupied and
Yeah, you'll learn through talking with them. They don't really have social media. The amount of places with internet here is like specifically places with like Ethernet, like cable servers and stuff. And they just don't have one of those. So like your references are flying over their head more out of like kind of in the reverse way than they would otherwise. It's
Okay.
not that they're old; it's that they're too new almost.
In this case, I'm just gonna tell them about how like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs are planning to have like balloons that will bring internet to small remote places like this in the future. At least that's what I heard.
Huh. That's an interesting thing to do with a balloon.
Steve Jobs still alive at this point?
Yeah, it's 2012, right? He was alive then, I think.
Genuinely don't remember when he passed away. It feels like eternity.
Honestly, anything like before 2015 feels like it feels like decades ago.
He died the 5th of October 2011. So I think you mentioned that he's dead, and I'm like, he what?
Oh no. I had to break it to him.
Right, yes.
The
that
company's still
happened.
going, but passed away.
Okay. I think my dad will probably be sad about this, but he probably knew before I did, so.
Probably.
That's fine. I mean, Bill Gates is still around.
Yeah, but he's like the not hip one, right?
I'd argue that neither of them were that hip, but yes.
Not a fun group of people. But yeah,
Alright.
so if I remember correctly, you guys said you were going to like the lodge to ask for questions.
Asked for directions to the hospital, yeah.
Yeah. Show up back here, probably around like 10 in the morning. Everyone's big again.
Yes.
Hopefully we don't get directions and get told that it's the way we just came from.
That's your standard, though.
I'd say we should have asked the police officer, but I doubt he even knew.
Like where the hospital is?
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, probably doesn't.
Is it easy enough for us to get a map to the hospital or anything?
Oh, that's fair. Probably. Maybe just. I think you'll have to ask the front desk. You're not there.
My communication skills suck on this little sleep. Can somebody else ask?
Sure. Hi.
Hey, welcome back. How was your stay?
Oh, it was kind of exciting, I admit. Still, we had a little bit of an accident with some people trying to scare us in the night and having either drank or inhaled something bad. Not quite sure which. But they kind of might need to go to the hospital for a checkup. So we're wondering if you could point us in the right direction.
Yeah, we've got a hospital. If it's not too serious, we've got a doctor here.
Oh?
No.
I mean, if you wouldn't mind, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure. I'll grab him. And he walks back into the back office. And about 15 minutes later, see he comes out wearing a lab coat.
Mm-hmm. Just raise an eyebrow.
Hey, Dr. Theobald, how can I help you?
Stare.
What the fuck?
Are you licensed?
Yeah, I have a PhD in everything.
What does PhD stand for then?
I don't remember. This is mostly because I, the human being, already do not remember what it stands for. So,
Doctor of Philosophy, for reference.
yeah. So, what seems to be the problem?
Emma still just stares.
They
Do you want in the corner of Amazon?
No, this is legitimate. I mean, I used to work at the hospital for a few years before I came here.
okay, Dr. Theobald. Yeah, those kids. So they had, we think, a sort of psychotic break where they thought they were werewolves, and it was really intense, and they I think they got their hands on an animal because they had like a little bit of blood on their hands when we found them.
Oh no.
They we don't know what's up, but you should definitely have a look. Call their parents and let us know if whatever you find is unusual.
All right.
Yes.
He's gonna give the kids like a little once over. He's brought out a little first aid type kit. All right.
Emma looks somewhere in between incredulous and incredibly disappointed.
Well, they definitely suffered a lot of blood loss, and it looks like a little bit of mercury poison. Fortunately, it doesn't look all that bad, so I think if I just give him a little blood transfusion and a bit of.
Do
Actually, I
you,
don't know what would help with poisoning.
Yeah, it's really difficult to look up because it all just says "tell the authorities."
Yeah, it keeps giving me a hotline to the poison services.
Yeah,
um
I don't think we'll be too happy if we call them for research purposes.
do you
Hi,
do
so we're playing a D&D game.
Theo, quick question. Those bags of blood that you mentioned, do you like keep those in the cooler here? Is that like, do you have medical supply? Okay.
We're fully stocked.
Okay. Cool.
I can do anything short of surgery.
Cool. Guys, I think Theo might be a vampire. He keeps a reserve of blood in this hotel.
It is a bit strange that the hotel would have a blood reserve.
I mean, I just gotta be prepared. I mean, you know.
Oh, he's not a vampire. He's a Boy Scout. Got it.
Kind of close.
Vampires not be
I'm
Boy
not sure
Scouts.
which is worse.
Well, one has cookies.
I thought that was Girl Scouts.
Girl Scouts have cookies. Boy Scouts have popcorn.
Mm.
That's favoritism. One of those is very inferior to the other.
Yeah, it's fun kinds of popcorn, but it's still popcorn.
Okay, well, all right, kids, go with Dr. Theobald Fyodor. We're gonna go to the observatory. Have a nice day. And like, I turn around and I'm like, what do you think the life expectancy is in this town?
Not long.
Yeah,
30.
that's also what I'm thinking.
That or they're too stupid to die.
I wish there was a thing.
Oh, is that where my healing powers come from?
No.
Okay.
Probably.
It's close.
All right. Let's go to the observatory.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, it's not just Theo in another coat.
Something.
So, if I'm trying to remember, we headed to the observatory to ask about the poison.
Yeah, I think so. Like, yeah, like we're trying to understand what's happening with this town as a whole, and from what I've gathered, the observatory is an abandoned place, but the people who are most like scientists or learned in this community, that's where they are. So we should, yeah, if they're like the smart people of the town, we might wanna like consult.
Yes, probably.
They will know how to react to mercury water and lycanthropy,
If anyone
maybe.
here knows, they probably would, yes. Although it's worth asking if there's any common delusions like that. I would refrain from specifically bringing up lycanthropy.
Okay. While we're walking, Star, you said there was like dedicated server for this town that like filters like the data coming through the internet and stuff like this. Do you know who who would be running that thing?
Hmm.
Like, is
It
there
would
is
probably either be the service provider themselves, because chances are that's a local company,
Mhm.
or it could be something to do with it being connected to the hotel's database if they have it.
Right.
At
Okay.
least that's the two theories that I have right now.
Okay, so we should keep on the lookout for any like gigantic antennas and see if like at the bottom of one of them is a building with people who know about the internet. Cool. Let's go.
I guess.
All right. So, observatory is the first stop.
Yeah.
It is. You guys have a good, decent length trek into town. You know, you gotta go at least like. Actually, never. Yeah, this is a decent trek. It's like probably takes you guys about an hour to get to town, unless you wait for one of the buses.
Do the buses
Yeah.
seem even remotely regular?
Yeah, there's a buses at like 9, noon, and way at like 9 p.m. that go from the resort to the middle of town and back.
Are we close to one of those times?
You're close to the morning one.
Yeah.
Or,
Listen.
So we
Listen.
went for the morning one.
Taking the bus is for losers who are not going to meet Sasquatch. Are we losers who are not going to meet Sasquatch? No, we're going
No,
to
the
meet.
loser that can't walk very well. Let
Do
me
you know-
get the bus.
walking would be like
Valid.
a lot. There'd be a lot of walking, to say
I
the
mean, if you
least.
want to, I can carry you, but otherwise we can take the bus.
I think I'd rather take the bus. No offense. I
Oh,
can guarantee you'd be very good at carrying me.
I'm sorry that I didn't mean to imply that we should definitely take the bus to accommodate you, and we're not gonna be losers for taking accommodating transportation, and that is not what I was trying to imply. Let's go.
Thank you, Brad.
All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, you guys hop on a local bus. Takes you to the middle of town in like 10 minutes. Yeah, it drops you off into a quaint little, square. It's got a little fountain in it. There's a
Is there
couple.
water in the fountain?
Yeah, there's water in the fountain.
Is it shiny?
No more than regular water is.
Good to know.
It's shiny in the wet sense, but not in the metallic sense.
Is it like a sculpture of, or is it like just a like nondescript public monument?
It is a nondescript monument.
Okay.
It is the most basic fountain you've ever seen.
Are there coins in it?
There's coins in it.
I'm gonna toss a coin.
Oh, what'd you wish for?
Just for somebody to get better, I guess.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
sweet.
Is there a plaque on the fountain?
There is not.
It's a shame.
It's a nondescript fountain. Yeah, the things you can only see like along the square is this is where all the shops are. for the most part. You see there's a diner, there's a couple, there's like 2 separate bars that are like across the street from each other. There is a jewelry store, other small things. One shop, like storefront, like that's kind of a bit bigger. You see is a place called Forged Under Fire. It's not entirely clear what it is.
Guessing the blacksmith.
That's where we would have gotten
Probably.
the silver powder.
That's where we would get Warhammer figurines.
But yeah, and there's a road leading off of a main road that goes through Old Prosper, a more like it's classic memory. Where like all the few remaining buildings before the Great Fire happened still exist. So it's full of much older looking buildings in various states of well maintained to completely disrepaired.
Is this a river?
Yes, it is a river.
Does it flow to or from the direction that we came from?
It would be 2. Yeah, it goes from left to right.
How does the water look?
Yeah, you guys are gonna end up crossing it to get to the observatory. So, and you've crossed it before on the bus ride. The water, it's not super clean. Like most rivers aren't in pretty much every place. It's kind of it's a bit muddy, a bit, you definitely can't see through it. But it doesn't seem to have any kind of metallicness to it, outside of like the occasional floating object.
Cool.
Alright.
Where in the mountains, so the fact that there are things floating from upstream means that whatever town is upstream is extremely polluting.
I mean, there's still some of this town upstream from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the stuff you see is like it's not that many things. It's like the occasion, like you've seen like maybe 2 cans, or like what seems to be fishing equipment that's been lost. Not a lot of things. It's not like some horribly polluted river.
What are the town folks looking like at this time of day? Like this is like kind of early morning, and you said it's in the more like old part of town that got spared by the fire. So like
accurately, it's like late morning by now.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of people are gone to like toucans. I don't think you see any toucans. No toucans. Yeah, most people are probably at whatever jobs they work, or out on working on some farms, or just generally there's not too many people in town. But you've seen a couple people walking around, kind of like holding coffee from the diner or bagels, or just kind of chilling. You've seen a few elderly couples like sitting on their porch.
Do they give us funny looks?
Well, at least one couple gives you funny looks. Like when I say elderly, these are like elderly couples for the most part. So you're not sure if half of them like recognize that there was a person walking by their house.
It's Bigfoot getting.
You got like a few like waves and stuff from like the locals. You know, no one's been overly aggressive or anything.
That's good.
All right.
What does the
Okay.
observatory look like as we get a bit closer?
Well, I'll admit I'm actually not done with the map for it yet, but I will give a short description. The building itself is a fairly large, like industrial brick building. Probably the size of like a small warehouse. In like that kind of red brick that has not been cleaned. There's leaves and vines growing all up it. And on one corner of the building, a large, telescope thing, like little telescope domes.
Yay!
That is a little rusty on the outside. And like it's currently closed up, like there's not a telescope going out.
Oh, but the dome's there.
Yeah, the dome is there.
Cool.
Yeah, there's like a little dirt path leading up to what looks to be the entrance. Just a little door.
Hello? Is anybody
Hi.
there?
Yeah. Yeah, you see, once you call out, which I assume you're calling out from like close to the door, not like
Yeah.
way past. Yeah. Once that call out, you hear a bit of shuffling from inside and someone in a lab coat opens the door.
Fingers crossed it's Theo.
Say that again?
Fingers crossed it's Theo again.
No, it's not Theo again. But yeah, you see, the individual says, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Hi. Well, multiple questions here actually. For one, have you heard anything about mercury being present in the waters here recently?
Did you say Mercury?
Yes. Does
Not
that
that-
mean something to you?
Not particularly.
Bullshitting me.
You go ahead and get insight.
I don't know.
Yeah, not really.
I'll
give one little canon thing. This character does canonically have a pretty thick Russian accent, which I will not attempt to do to preserve my diplomatic relations.
Fair enough.
So I just wanted that to be a known thing.
Got it. Yep.
So yeah. Well, with a 27 insight, that's a nat 20. That's a oh. So this scientist seems to be I don't know how to describe it. They've definitely not. They're definitely surprised for a number of reasons. However, it's a bit unclear as to whether it's surprise from being disturbed at all or from learned there's mercury in a place, but there's like there's a hint of nervousness to them.
Uh, so yeah, like we spotted like weird stuff going on. First off, we like I'm certain that we're in New Jersey, but like they all seem to think that this town is like out in the countryside or something. And there was like mercury in the water in the well near the lodge, so we think that's like the whole town might have like a mercury contamination problem that you should check out.
Probably see too.
Hmm?
That they should probably see too. Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Um,
We were told that you were the educated, learned person around here. Do you have like, I don't know, a way to test the soil for mercury contamination, or?
yeah, I actually perform geological surveys occasionally. It's actually part of my job.
Right?
Where did this happen?
And cabin 13 at the lodge, you know, the really haunted one.
Suppose.
Yeah. I forget how superstitious these locals are. Yeah, so who sent you over here?
We came of our own volition. Why?
Well, you said someone recommended us.
I think the sheriff mentioned that you were I think he said that you're the smarty pants of the town.
Well, I'll say me and the other researchers here are probably the only, some of the only educated people in this whole town. Just, I guess I'll go check that out at some point.
Right.
Was there another question you had, or not
Yes.
often people come to the observatory.
Yes. Okay. Are you observing, like, are you looking for Sasquatch in this observatory?
No. This is a as you can obviously tell by the big telescope, we tend to observe the stars. Things far beyond our galaxy, and then a couple of us have more specialized fields about just a few
How many of you are there?
I think we have 11 researchers. Why do you ask?
I'm just curious. Doesn't that know?
And you're the one who has like knowledge in geology. Okay, so you cool. Yeah, you're a group of researchers. Okay, well, folks. There,
And
he said he was gonna check it out. Do we have any other questions before we go?
Oh, I do.
Hmm.
Do you know where the data center is for the local internet supply?
well, we have our own internet. Uh,
Huh.
so I don't truly know where the locals get it. If they do,
Right.
I'd offer you access to ours, but well, we're not supposed to really let other people do that.
I'm roll
Understood.
insight on that.
I'll say you still have your old insight. That was a lie. That there's something like you notice like a small little nervous
Yeah,
tick
that's
when they said that. This was kind of a lie. They also seem to, with your insight, they seem to get a little, look a bit inquisitively at you all when you asked like how many of them there were.
Hmm. I suppose I'm also just a little bit curious if you found anything interesting amidst the stash. Have you made any discoveries?
Well, I'm a recent addition of this group, and that's not my area of expertise, so I can't really comment.
Right. I'd love to get the chance to talk with whoever is in charge of that, though. If that could be possible.
You know, if I could get your name, I can
Oh,
put you on the waiting list. Yep. See if you can. Our boss is very busy.
I see.
enough people come here to talk to you that you have a waiting list?
Yes.
I thought you said
Bullshit.
not too many people come here.
Yeah, that is obvious bullshit.
Okay. Just give me your names. We'll get back to you.
All right, I'm Brad Jenkins, also known. Oh no, you don't have the good internet here. You won't know my Twitch channel. But hey, if you get out of here, look me up. I'm Dare Angel. Yeah, put me on that waiting list, and here, I'm gonna write my phone number, and just like
Let me just roll something real quick.
okay.
Okay. Never mind. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. So, like, all right, gang. Looks like the smart people are on the case, and they're gonna solve this mercury problem.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Now, if you would be so kind as to leave.
Of course.
So I'm going to keep you from your busy whatever you're doing.
Research. I thought it was obvious we're doing research.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, that's an interesting accent you have. Like, I don't talk to a lot of people from like out of the country. Where do you come from, if I may ask?
Yeah, I think that's a little personal to ask someone you don't know. So, and I'll say I don't know you.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I think you've told us. You told me everything I need to know about the situation.
Right.
You can go.
Okay.
Barely told you anything, but okay.
We'll be back later.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
For the update.
Smiles and turns to leave.
What is wrong with you that you took that as a threat?
Man,
Just
this.
go.
I mean, I'm introverted, but even I'm not that bad. What
Okay,
lovely,
well,
welcoming people.
Right, they're definitely bullshitting us.
Way more than just bullshitting
Oh
us.
yes, but
Yeah,
I'm not sure there was much they actually said that was true or even vaguely close to the truth.
no.
They were telling the truth when they said they specialized in geology.
Oh, well, at least there's that, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, as we walk away, I'm gonna check on my phone to see if any Wi-Fi spots show up, even if they're passworded, just to see if there is one from the observatory, or if they have everything wired.
Yeah, no spots show up. There is no Wi-Fi here. Like Wi-Fi just can't work in the town by the fact that there's no satellites for it. It is you simply there is a cable line of internet. That's the only way. An accurate description of the place.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Should we head back to the hotel, or are we doing other things?
I'm going to collect silver.
That might be a
And
good
those ungraded.
advice.
What place are you specifically looking for?
Forged under fire, I assume.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hero
Yes,
Forge.
That would be probably either the. You could guess that Fortune of Fire is probably the main place you would find. Like it's either there or the jeweler shop that would have metals of any kind. You wait. Where's the... Okay, maybe all here. Yeah, you take a 15-minute trek back into the town proper, get back to the square, and you find the small building from which you can hear a lot of mechanical banging and small metal scraping sounds coming from.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. Are you customers?
Perhaps, if you still
Hopefully.
look neat.
See you back in the. Yep.
We're just looking around. Melanie's the one who was wanting to buy something here.
See the
What is
blacksmith is
this?
a woman in her mid-40s. That's a stair. Well, that's a stand. It
easel.
holds up. Yeah, holds up things. Especially when I'm doing big designs. I need a little art piece to plan things out. But yeah. You're looking for blacksmithing or farrier work?
I suppose it'd be blacksmithing.
Good to know. Don't get that very often.
Hmm.
So what can I do for you?
We were wondering if you had any silver, specifically in powdered form.
Silver. I don't know if it'd be in powder form, but I do have a bit of silver from like an old project I was working on. Is this like you are just looking for silver?
Primarily, I think.
Yes.
If you pounded the silver that you have left over, would it be 2 cups worth by any chance?
2 cups worth. Well, I could certainly check. What are you looking for shredded silver for?
Cure for lycanthropy.
If you don't want to tell me, you don't have to. Just what? Yeah, I'll check the back, see how much I have.
Thank you.
Sometimes the truth works best.
I was just answering the guy's question. Why does he have to be rude about it?
Don't give that answer
Isn't she a
again.
woman in her 40s?
Yeah, that is correct.
Looking at the workstation that she was at, what was she working on?
No, you see, it's like a horseshoe.
Have we seen any horses since we came?
I don't think you would have. Not to say that you
don't doubt
are.
that there are some, but
Ari,
Yes.
you said she's in the back right now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I would like to roll investigation to find the most dangerous looking, like metal forging item in this room, and I've already turned on the camera on my phone, and I'm like gesturing to hand it over to Star, Melanie, Emma, anyone who wants to hold
take
it.
it.
Cool. Investigation is
Roll
based on
investigation.
intelligence. It's based on intelligence, so I might not. Oh, 14. Hell yes.
Because honestly, here's the thing: a good investigation and a bad investigation would give you the same result in this case. In that you do find the power hammer.
Hell yes. All right.
I see.
Yeah, power hammer is like the big thing that you put a piece of metal down. You just it does all the hammering for you. They are very strong. It's essentially like a high-speed hydraulic press.
Isn't it this
Cool.
thing?
Obviously,
Obviously on a smaller scale. That's
Yeah,
like an
it's-
industrial size.
it's one of those things.
Hell yes.
That's an industrial-sized one. This one would be more like. I honestly wonder if I can find it.
Uh-huh.
You could probably
Cool.
find something if you look up Forged in Fire.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
All right.
That thing.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Cool.
Wonderful.
Cool. Are you filming? Are you filming? Cool. All right.
Yeah, you're in for it.
So my friend Bob bet me $20 that I couldn't put my hand under this machine when it's on, and I am getting those $20. And I'm gonna press to turn it on. With my hand like clearly in the red area where it's not supposed to be. Do you need me to make a saving throw of some kind?
A saving
I
throw.
think I might need to roll Constitution to make sure I don't puke much in this.
Yeah, I need to roll Constitution to not fall unconscious from the pain.
Okay.
Because your hand is crushed.
All right. Well, it's a good thing that I am proficient.
12.
12.
You are barely conscious because your hand is now two-dimensional. And not in a cartoonish way.
Okay. Do I have enough consciousness to cast a healing spell on my hand? Like the whole time I'm like, fuck.
You do have a bit. I'll say this is like what? It's like 3d8 bludgeoning equivalent. So yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm
You have
gonna.
10 points to heal up.
Oh, cool.
Perfectly.
I heal exactly the right amount, and but like like I'm crying and sobbing and really like not photogenic at all. But I wait, but I make sure to to ask, Star. Did you catch all of that on camera? Did you stop recording? Okay, now I can
I
heal.
didn't stop recording.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
And I'm gonna cast the heal spell on myself real quick before she comes back into the room.
Yeah. Upon like hearing the power hammer going off, she bursts back into the room. Goes, who turned that on?
That guy.
Sorry, I nudged it.
Don't touch
I
the
turned it
equipment.
off
You
as
can
soon
get
as it
really
came on.
hurt. Okay.
I can quite imagine.
This stuff
Sorry,
doesn't steal.
I screamed like I was in pain, but it's just it scared the shit out of me. Also, it's got like your machine has a lot of blood on it. I don't know where it came from.
Oh god.
Emmy slowly rubs their forehead.
Can I just like hit his stomach so that he quits talking?
Okay.
I found
Oh, shut up! Oh, shut up!
I found some silver.
Right. Thank you.
I'd have to measure it to see if it's 2 cups worth.
Please do.
I'm just gonna look up silver prices real quick. Okay, they do. The prices for silver is by the ounce. Let's see, how many ounces in a cup? I probably should have looked this up earlier. Okay, about 8. So, see, that means that this should cost. Okay. So you just want silver? You don't want anything
Yes.
made? Then I guess. Huh. that'll be a $300 for all the silver.
Hey,
So
Looks at well, Melanie.
Who
I
is
can put
looking at
half of that
Bradley?
in.
Well, you said you would pay for it. Come on. And she's just looking at him with a glare. Although she's positioned herself so that the woman can't see it.
are you going to pay for it?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. So how is it being split? Is it just
Here's the
I don't
money.
mind paying half.
No, no. And I'll hand over the money and take the silver.
all right? Well, it's good doing business with you.
Mhm.
Do if you ever need any other smithing work done, I can help.
What do you specialize in, by the way?
Oh, I don't really have a specialty. I mean,
I know
I
what
mostly
you.
do farrier work because that's what people need, and then obviously I doing the actual making weapons and stuff. That's more of a hobby, really. You don't get too much business for that.
You make weapons? Like do you have a cool sword that could chop off a hand? Or like an old gun or something like that?
No, my dad makes the guns.
Okay.
But
Cool.
yeah, I make swords and knives and
Ray,
axes
have a
alike.
look.
We will be back. We will be back for some of that stuff. Thank you.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, yeah. If you need anything of the sword kind, you can go with me. If you head upstairs, Pop's got the Pop makes guns, and replicas too, if you're looking for that.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, you have a nice day. I'll clean this blood. Don't know how that got there. You sure you're all right? You're not
Oh,
missing
yeah.
anything or anything, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like I'd noticed.
That blood on my sleeve is from earlier. Like we came across a big wounded bear. It's fine. It's fine. Have a nice
Okay,
day.
we're gonna leave now.
Bye.
Goodbye.
And drag Bradley out.
Oh,
I never get normal
that-
customers.
that video is gonna get so many views when I get access to the internet again. Thank you, Star.
Cause that
It's
trouble
okay.
again and I'll crush that camera.
Okay.
You need to start backing up your videos.
Like, hey, if nobody's really getting hurt. I mean, I am. It hurts a lot, but I'm not putting other people in danger, I think.
Everywhere we go, there's blood. He may
Hey.
be stupid, but I think
Mostly
someone
rats.
will take notice.
I mean, not the sheriff, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Probably think somebody just put a tomato in it.
I don't think you guys have met a very observant character yet.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully.
I feel like the person at the observatory was pretty observant about like, you know, observing secrecy. Okay. Cool. I think I got like 3 more of these left in me today, so I can do like so we can do like 3 more videos. If you don't want me to attract attention, let's just go into the woods and look for Sasquatch, so that this way, if I do one of those things, there won't be any like people watching. Okay.
Right.
Cool.
We do need plant ingredients as well.
How do people in this sorry. How do people in this town get news? Do they use like radios or something primarily? Or they have a
You've
local
heard some
broadcasting
radios.
station?
You saw like newspapers, at the lodge and at a few other places, but the newspapers are like a few like weeks to months behind.
Yeah, and they're not local news, are they? They're like
No.
from cities and stuff.
Well, you did also see like a local newspaper, but it's all like local news. It's all old
Is
Uncle
it
Jebediah shot his foot going hunting. All that kind of stuff.
is it a bit more up to date?
Yeah, it's that one's up to date, but it's
I haven't picked up
it's
one of
actually
the
like
papers.
yeah, it's almost a daily thing, so it's pretty clear. Did you pick one up?
Daily updates
Yeah.
on locals shooting their own feet is like, it sounds like an awesome type of newspaper to follow.
Yeah. It's a
How
lot of
much
small
would that
stuff.
be? Just like $2 or something?
Yeah,
I
just
don't
like a
know
couple
how-
dollars.
Cool.
Like just two works. It's
Is there any way I could get a subscription or anything and have it delivered to the hotel?
yeah, that'd be easy.
How much would that be weekly? And I'll just pay that now instead.
Yeah, there's like a little like news stand just kind of set up like near the town square. And like the person running it is just sort of like, oh yeah, we can send an extra copy over to the lodge every day.
Awesome. How much would that be weekly? And I'll just pay that now.
Do you know how long you're gonna be here? Because I could just go flat amount and
Honestly, I'm not sure. You know
how
what? I'll
about
pay
I
2 weeks just to be safe.
2 weeks? Alright, I'll
Yeah.
just say like $15.
Yeah, sounds good.
Give you a little discount. Alright.
Cool. Thank you. Cool.
Well, yeah, it's
I'm
you
gonna
want
start
today's
looking
copy
through
too?
the paper as we. Yeah, I already took the money off for that. As we like walk around, I'm gonna try and I don't know, just look for anything that seems amiss in the newspaper.
Yeah.
Is it like
So,
florist tripped and fell on her own shears kind of bullshit, or
fortunately, there's actually no injury reports today, because the events of last night have not gotten there yet.
very far?
That's it. Each paper is like 2 days old exactly. Like all the news is from like things that happened 2 days ago, essentially.
That makes sense.
So like basically the day you guys got here. There's like this little like description of like strange corpse found in the woods, new cryptid ? In big bold
There you go,
letters.
Bradley. We'll just tear that page out and hand it to him. And just keep
There's a little
flicking through.
image, and it is the image of that skeleton you guys found the first time.
Ooh, the one with the creepy mold.
The one that you repeat now, Bradley, shouldn't lick.
Again.
Yes, again, specifically.
Um.
Yeah.
Is there anything else, like, this is going to be super cliche, but anything about, like, cattle going missing or pets going missing, things like that as well? Or...
There's one ad, there's like a personal ad someone took out where their cat's been missing, but this doesn't seem like the first time. Like it's been run. The other, let's see, the other big things you note.
I don't know if you have a name ready for that or not, and it's okay if you don't. I'm interested in what name, like who signs the articles, like who writes them, because I'm interested in figuring out if that person is more or less inquisitive than the terrible sheriff. And I would not be surprised if all of the news articles were signed Zach Johnson, and if it was like the sheriff
No.
who just... No? Okay, cool. Somebody else.
Deal.
Now, most of the articles that are like official news are signed Stella Haskell.
This may sound strange, but could I use insight to try and tell what kind of reporter they are?
Sure. I think that's something you could get with insight. Potentially.
Oh wow, the lowest one I've rolled so far.
Stella, like that's.
Oh, Stella.
I'll just spell it. Stella Haskell.
All right. See, the way you wrote it is more threatening.
It does have kill in the name.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of journalism, like the writing, you know, it's well written. You know, it takes a fairly, you know, direct factual approach, but it's in terms of like what it's saying, and it's generally pretty like it seems to be pretty unbiased in terms of how it's reporting stuff. But it definitely, all the writing has like a small town, like it's like appealing to like a small town demographic in a way. Like it's a lot of like, not that it's like using simpler words, but it's always, you know, how to describe it. It's like appealing to small town sensibilities, like a lot of, you know, pro community statements, a lot of little, you know, jabs at like, you know, non small businesses, like a lot of jabs at like, you know, oh, and the Walmart's trying to get in here. There's a lot of stuff like that. It's really the only kind of, you know, flavor to the text outside of the just factual reporting.
Cool. What's our plan now? Sorry, it took a while doing that.
That's it.
Good
Um,
question.
we look for the herbs and Sasquatch.
Mm-hmm.
My other party spent 45 minutes haggling with a blacksmith. So
Like,
this is
we-
We're
nothing.
like, you
like-
go and look for something. We do the
We-
hand smashy thing.
That went
Hey,
that
you
went much smoother than the last one. So
you gotta find a way to spice up your commerce scenes, you know, to make them
Yeah.
interesting.
yeah, so you got
Okay.
one of the ingredients you need.
Cool. I
That's
am
still monk's hood. That
You need wolf's bane, and you need the blood of a family member.
That's easy enough. They're related
Yeah.
to each other.
I would like to. I'm going to cast guidance on whoever is doing a survival or nature check to guide us around the woods. Yeah, and I'm just giving like words of encouragement. I think it would probably be a survival check, which means I would suggest a cleric do it, which means Emma or Star, you should roll. One of you should roll for survival with an extra D4.
You're looking for Sasquatch?
I
Yes,
guess we're looking for Sasquatch.
and you get an extra 4 on your skill check.
Ooh,
Do you wanna?
Nice.
Alright.
You can go for it. I'm not great with survival.
Neither am I, but hey, it's still out.
well, yeah, 20. And this was like on the way back to the place,
Yeah.
Yeah,
back to the lodge.
I think so.
Place was an unclear word to use there. But yeah, 20 survival. Ooh, that's a good tracking check. I will say you are looking for something that you don't know if it's there or not. So, ugh. You don't see a Sasquatch or anything of the sort. However, what you do find is you do find one of the classic Bigfoot signs in the form of a giant footprint.
This is odd.
You'd say it's about like 1.5 feet, like long, maybe a little more than that. It is easily bigger than like any of your heads.
Just
So-
looking at it, does it look fake?
With your survival check, it's hard to know if it's fake or not.
Is it just a single footprint?
There's it's a couple
okay.
footprints actually.
Oh,
Like going
okay.
through a small mud puddle.
Okay.
But fresh, and I mean they look like it was made with a Bigfoot. Whether that was like, you know, an artificially made like little foot statue, or if it was just an actual living creature's foot, hard to tell. Pretty much impossible to tell, really. But there are some footprints there. They are honestly, you'd say they're fresh enough that like you probably just miss whatever made them by like a minute or two.
Ooh.
Alright.
Like, is there any indication of like the direction in which this is?
So
the size of the foot.
there's about 4 footprints going through the puddle, and it's only through the puddle. They're going alongside the trail that you guys were walking past.
So heading
like,
towards the lodge.
Correct. It's heading
Okay,
towards
cool.
the lodge.
I
Cool.
wonder if
Candice?
Bigfoot stays at the hotel.
Cool. I'm gonna record a short video where I talk about Bigfoot stepping on my face in next episode. and then we're gonna head to the lodge.
Yeah, you are fully capable of doing that.
Cool. No sign of the herbs that we're actually supposed to look for to cure the kids.
Yeah, that's another thing. And with a 20 survival check, you actually do also manage to find a bit of wolfsbane. Just kind of growing around. Say it's important to note with your survival check. Yeah, with your survival check, you'll know wolfsbane doesn't really grow in that many places. Like, namely, if I remember correctly, wolfsbane only grows in like areas around the Alps and around Italy.
Yeah, it's a mountainous species.
Native to like specific, I think mostly in the in Europe. I don't think it really grows anywhere else. That is an important thing to note.
It also has like 20 different names.
Oh yeah,
True.
monkswood, aconite, leopard's bane, wolf's bane, mouse bane, woman's bane, devil's helmet, queen of poisons. Nice.
It's a lot of things just don't like wolfsbane. I don't know, something about the plant. It's
Because
just
it's a fucking poison. It kills most
maybe
things,
it
and
should
they're like,
just be,
oh,
you know,
the
maybe
bane
it
of
should
that
just be called
specific
bane.
thing.
Maybe it should just be called bane. It's the bane plant.
No,
Don't
no,
see it
that's already taken by the famous Batman villain that came before the plant.
True. that existed long before that plant even was an idea.
Yeah.
Everyone
I
knows.
love that there's all of like the really kind
The
of
first
macabre
Batman-
names for it, and then just Blue Rocket.
The first Batman comic was released way back in 1 million BC.
Because
Long before,
Batman's a trinity, that's why.
long before the first plant evolved on land. I'm probably wrong in the timing for that. But you know what? I haven't watched Walking with Dinosaurs in a long time, so maybe I'm right.
I mean, Batman has kicked shit out of dinosaurs before.
True. Honestly, he probably is immortal in at least a couple
I
know,
wouldn't dare.
comic books.
Even when he dies, he comes back.
So real quick, wolfsbane grows in the mountain parts of the northern hemisphere in North America, Europe, and Asia.
Oh, it also does grow there too. Okay.
Yeah, but like there's a few different families of and variants of the same plant that can be found like spread out through the north hemisphere.
Mm. Oh, I see how it's saying. Yeah, like winter wolfsbane particularly grows in Germany. That's one option. That's one. Yeah. There's a. I don't think you'll know exactly which species of wolfsbane it is, but it is definitely wolfsbane.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you need me to actually treat it so it can be used in the potion?
Or are we going to give those kids another raw poison?
If you remember correctly, the process of doing it is you're essentially mixing all the ingredients together into like a big epoxy and making like a mask out of it. So really, it doesn't need to be.
Because you generally boil it and then use the water from it rather than the petals themselves.
This thing you're supposed to do is just like crush it, like a bunch into like a
So we just need a mortar and pestle, essentially.
yeah big mortar and pestle, which I'll say you could have grabbed that at the blacksmithing shop because it'd be kind of mean if I let you guys go all the way back to the lodge and then tell you had to get back.
They probably have like a smoothie machine that we could use to like grind it into fine dust, right? No one's gonna care. No one's gonna use it for anything food related after we're done putting like brewing poison in that, right?
On this episode of Will It Blend?
I mean, you really don't use. You also just. Never mind. I was thinking wrong things. I actually don't know where you buy mortar and pestles. Like, I literally come from a family of like pharmacists, and I don't know where you get a mortar and pestle.
The drugstore, maybe?
I mean, I find them at Walmart.
I find them in pretentious shops, but it's the UK.
I just find them like in my house. I don't know where they come from. I don't even think we use them all that often.
I don't think most people do. They end up just as paperweights. They're huge.
Oh, these ones are a little smaller. They vary in size.
Yeah, obviously. Right. Do you want me to mix this up, or is somebody else better at this?
Go ahead.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, you
You
guys
want
are
me to
good.
roll medicine?
Also, yeah, roll a medicine check to make this potion.
Oh no.
Yeah, now DC would be 10, because the
Oh, phew.
process. Yeah, you guys get back to the lodge right in time to see Dr. Theobald like putting a band-aid over like where the kids had their like IV injections. Hey, welcome back.
Hi.
These two are good as new.
Mhm.
What did you
So-
give them?
Well, I gave them a couple blood injections. They should be back to good. And I gave them a little bit of medicine. Help with the
Just
little bit of mercury
generic
poisoning.
medicine.
Generic medicine, yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's the famous brand Genericum.
Yeah, he holds up a little bottle of pills that has Evil Corp on it.
Oh no!
Oh,
Why did you
Oh,
get that?
I love that piece of world building.
Yeah,
Why did you get that?
we got it ordered from the. It's one of our pharmaceutical companies that we pay for. We got a little bit of all your class. We got aspirin. We've got Adderall. We got everything really. We got a whole bunch of all the over-the-counter type stuff. We got a few specialized things.
Oh
Evil
yeah,
Corp said- at least in
uh,
this, it's like an anti-poison medicine.
yeah, Evil Corp. They oh yeah, they do those awesome painkillers that are like I got injected with one once because I couldn't heal myself quickly enough, and it just killed the pain like right away. Like that's that company, they really know what they're doing.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
They make good stuff. Yeah, their parents came by earlier, check on them. Saw they were fine, headed back. Now just send these two off to go home. So
All right, kids. And remember, don't pretend to be werewolves check if the adults have any you know, heart conditions or weapons on them before you pretend to be werewolves at them. Got it?
You know, that might be a good idea.
Mhm.
Well, thanks for the help, all of you. Come on, CK. And they're gonna start heading off. Are you gonna
Hey,
try and like stop them to perform the ritual tonight, or grab any of their blood?
Trying to figure out how to do it.
I mean, the simplest solution in this case is probably also the worst solution, because you can always just grab them.
Okay, so they had blood on their clothes, right?
Yes, they seem to be cleaned up by now.
Ah, god damn it.
They're in like lodge like branded shirts. Like, you know, one's got Q's wearing like a I went to the lodge and all I got was this stupid T-shirt. The other one's just wearing like a generic, like oversized, whatever you call it, just like a generic shirt, like a little polo with a.
You know what's weird? The branding for this lodge place, for this hotel, is smarter than anything. Like, is smarter than everybody in the village combined, I think. Like, they
To
have.
be fair, you've met one person that was dumb, really. Oh, I guess you
Yes,
probably
that's
not, Theo.
that is true. That is true. Okay, so I think like if we like move away from Theo and the others and we like discuss getting the kids the cure, I think Brad would say maybe we might still be able to like I don't know if their clothes haven't been put in the washer yet. We could extract it from there, or
They're wearing band-aids, aren't they?
oh
That
yeah,
is correct.
yeah. Theo just put a band-aid on where they had their transfusion.
Then
Yeah,
all
that's
we
correct.
just need to do is fill the band-aids. At least for the blood part. We'll need to find them to actually put the mask on.
Okay,
Or
so
should we
I
just do it at the same time?
Okay, so we're just gonna try and pull the
Right.
before they leave.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh,
So are we? How are we going to justify that?
I mean, I can get the band-aids without any problems. At least
Okay.
minimal.
Do you need me to like run a distraction so that they're not like so that no one sees a band-aid floating and being taken by like mage hand or unseen servant?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Thank you.
Cool. Star, you okay with filming that?
Sorry, what do you want me to film?
Oh, I'm running a distraction so that the kids don't notice when a Melanie's unseen servant takes the band-aids.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Sorry, I was just really spaced out.
Yeah, no worries. Stay here. I'm gonna go climb the lodge. I think I saw where like there was a window that could access the roof. So I'll be back in like 5. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna climb on top of the building to run a distraction.
Oh.
And I am gonna film it.
Do you need me
Everybody's
to
fairly confused at this point.
do you need me to roll performance to try to distract the kids while Melanie's unseen servant is taking the band-aids? Ari?
Yes. I do need your performance.
Okay, you got it. 12. Maybe I should have been
Right
Yeah.
before you leave, she'd say, "Break a leg," and give you bardic inspiration.
That's the plan.
Oh no. Are you legitimately going for that?
Huh? Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna
Oh, no.
like I'm gonna purposefully trip off of and fall from the roof.
Yeah, you can. You know what? I don't even think you really need a performance check to do that,
Okay,
because
cool.
that will really distract them.
Okay, cool.
Because right
Excellent.
as they're leaving, like right as they're opening the doors, your body falls all the way down from the 3rd floor. I think, what is it? It's like, how does falling damage work again? It's like,
So every 10 feet after the first 10 gives you an extra 1d6. So if I fall from like 30 feet, it's 2d6 of damage, I think.
okay, so you'd be falling at least like 40 feet.
Okay, so that's
Probably-
3d6 damage.
Yeah, you
Cool.
take 9 bludgeoning damage as
Okay.
you basically break your ankle right in front of them.
Okay. My bone! It's sticking out of my leg! Ah!
Bye.
Oh.
Alright. Have a nice day, Yacintis.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
No worries. Doodles.
Cool.
So, Dr. Theobald's gonna rush out and goes, "Oh no, geez, this looks bad."
Are you filming all of this? Okay, cool.
Yes, of course. You fell pretty fast, though. I'm not sure I got the whole thing, but you definitely hit the floor.
Yeah. Good, Dr. Theo, you're here. I fell down the
God.
roof. It hurts so bad. Can I do you have any Evil Corp painkillers?
Yeah. Let me grab that. He's gonna rush back.
Bradley is gonna become undead real fucking
He rushes back. He comes out with another bottle of like little tablets. Here, take like 2 of these. Probably be enough. Yeah. So.
Plot twist: those pills work like healing potions, and they're the only thing that work like healing potions in the setting.
Theo comes out like, I've got these coins. But first we're gonna have to kill you fast.
There's this new surgery developed. You know, you take out their brain, you put a coin in.
I am going to cast like
These
After-
are just painkillers. So,
Yeah, after we are like able to like move a little bit away from the scene, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
yeah, like what? I guess while you're while Theo is like going back to grab the wet medicine.
No, I think after he gives me the medicine and we're done
Ah.
filming, and like I kind of like lean on Emma, and we like move kind of away from the lodge, and then I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
You all should really go to like a get rest or something at least, or maybe go to the regular hospital. That looks like bad.
Sorry, could you say that
You
again?
know,
I think you should go to like the regular hospital or something. That looks a little bad.
Oh, yeah, no, it's okay. I'm gonna go to the hospital. That's where we're going. Emma's taking me to the hospital. I'll be back in like 20 minutes.
can we get directions?
It's okay. We're not really going to the hospital. I can cast heal on myself.
I know, but we should still really know where the hell it is.
Yes, the hospital is actually at the base of the mountain. Like
Oh, cool. We can just roll down. That's fine.
the, it's
Theo, by
further
any
down.
chance is the
Seriously.
hospital owned by Evil Corp? Or are they like one of the big benefactor type people for the hospital?
I think they'd be more the kind to own clinics than hospitals.
Yeah,
That's
but I
true.
don't trust them, and I don't know the company in and out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Evil Corp. They probably don't own the hospital, but you know they almost every hospital has some like dealings, either getting like pharmaceutical things or technology from them.
If you just no, it's not an evil hospital. We get that, it just has the Victrum Family Hospital written on the outside.
This one it does have like a dedicated bench to them. You know,
Oh no!
there's the Victrum bench, and you know like half the equipment or medicine has an evil symbol on it.
These fuckers turned into the Umbrella Corp so quickly.
Yeah, that's a fair, accurate description. But yeah.
So, did we get the blood?
Yeah, you got the blood for sure, with the unseen servant grabbing like a couple drops as well as yeah, a couple of drops, enough for the ritual, you believe. And yeah, the unseen servant takes it back to Star, where you can continue making your epoxy thing.
Yeah, I will add that. Now we have the problem of how do we put this on the kids?
True, because they are still leaving, a little more traumatized by the fact that they just saw what looked like a suicide attempt.
Oh no, I was clearly dicking around. Someone was filming. I was not trying to kill
that-
myself.
Listen, that context came after a body fell from the sky.
Okay, yeah. It did.
Next time, shout "we." At least then the context is clear.
Yeah, the context is much clearer in that circumstance.
Okay. All right. So what we're just as long as we're clear, I'm okay to do those stunts as long as I shout "we" before I do it. Got it.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. So do I don't I don't want to sound like a one-trick pony, but could we maybe like put like is it supposed to go on like the forehead or something? Could we put it on them discreetly for a short amount of time while a distraction is happening?
How much actually needs to go on them? Is it like a full face mask or
It
something?
is a full size like face mask.
We might have to ask them if they want a spa day. I don't know. How else do
we
we
can-
explain that?
We can give them as an apology for that
Who gives
traumatization.
kids a face mask as an apology?
Well, they
Your
it is a
parents do
wolf
that?
shaped face mask. You know, if you like, you know, paint it into making it look more like a wolf, it could be like, oh hey, we see that you like to dress as wolf people. Here you go.
Yeah, but it
Yo, I
it
heard you like
sounds like
wolves.
we're it sounds like we would be enabling those little bastards to like keep pretending to be werewolves when that's what we're trying to prevent.
Hey, they're doing a service.
Do
Prove
you think you
tourism.
convince them that it's like a face painting thing?
Honestly,
I
you
th-
can try.
I think that's our best bet.
We only have one color. It's this weird beige, but you know.
I mean, these masks would be like, you know,
I mean,
it's
I
hard
actually
to
have a disguise
they-
kit, so I can actually make it look rather nice.
Oh yeah.
At,
yeah.
at base, they
I'll
are
do
like,
the base and you do the disguise kit over it.
yeah, at
Yeah, that's
base
what
they're
we'll
kind of like a grayish, you know, they're just kind of gray. That's the base color of them. Fortunately, neither the blood nor the wolfsbane really seeps through to make it into like a weird reddish brown color.
It just smells weird.
I have to say I love the storyline of nobody knows that those two kids are werewolves, so we have to discreetly heal them.
Yes.
Like that
Including the kids.
yeah, including the kids. They can't know either. Cool.
One of you two kind of get their attention and stop them. So we
Hell
can do
yes,
this.
I can do that. I think I'm gonna go over and you know, just try to like apologize for my stunt and say, look, listen, I'm a professional. That's why, like, look, my leg is like all good. Like, I can run, I can jump. Like, you don't need to worry about me. But because we because I'm sorry that you had to see this while I would like, you know, to see that thing I do when I work. So as an apology, Star and Melanie have helped me you know, make face masks that will make you look like wolves, that you can wear for a little bit on your way back to your family. Huh?
Roll persuasion.
It is one of the things that I am proficient in, so
Hey, 15.
cool.
Okay. Yeah. You see CK, the younger one, he takes the face mask, puts it on his head, and almost immediately begins to like droop into unconsciousness.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Hey,
Are there any
what
adults near?
currently no.
Okay.
She was looking at you with a mix of fear, confusion, and anger. What? Hey, what? Hey, what? What? Huh? What?
he's fine. He's taking a nap. Here, you should try yours as well.
No, what? They knocked him out. What? What's on these things? What's in these things?
Medicine.
Can you
I'm
roll
gonna-
persuasion again with disadvantage?
No, I would like to roll athletics to to put the mask on him. Can I do a contested athletics
Let's know
roll?
what we need.
God.
7.
Oh,
okay.
no.
You
But
still have bardic
they're just a oh yeah. They're just a kid, so okay, bardic inspiration is a
it's a 10.
d6.
Let's see.
Yes!
Actually, what?
Oh.
Yes.
14.
I was about
Yeah.
to say it's actually an 8.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
cool, even
good.
better.
Yeah, you were you managed to fit the mask onto him, and he also falls unconscious. Yes, so now they're just kind of asleep on the side of the road.
We
Is
can't
there-
really
is
move
there-
here, so where should we carry them?
We don't know where they live or anything. This is really awkward. I don't particularly want to drag two unconscious children back to the cabin.
Star, this was
Hello?
your recipe. We're following the recipe that you found
I-
and that we
I
believe.
didn't write the recipe. I didn't
Yeah.
know it was gonna do. You'd think one of the two people who actually know about this shit would have been helpful, but between Aladdin just not doing any research and Emma not knowing,
Okay.
Aladdin
okay.
went
It's-
off somewhere
It's
on his bike.
yeah.
where did Emma go? Is she just gonna go sleep finally?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
tempted to give myself a point of exhaustion at this point. I think I got about like 5-10 minutes sleep before everything started happening again.
Listen,
Aladdin has attempted to leave the town in his motorcycle.
I think it's best for the kids if they just wake up and I'm not there, okay? And then Melanie, you can just yeah, Melanie, you could take take them, like accompany them back home, right? Because I don't know if Star's gonna be able to like walk all the way again, but
Probably not. It's been a long day.
yeah. So sorry for like. Would that be fine with you, Melanie?
Yes, that's perfectly fine.
Okay, cool. All right, I've done my part. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna leave before they wake up.
And you go rest, Star.
Yeah,
Thank
while
you.
they're unconscious, there's like a slight glow coming from the masks.
They're radioactive. This is how you get superpowers, kids.
Take a con save, and a 20 you get superpowers, everything else you get cancer.
we didn't
Just like Deadpool.
we didn't do the veils and lines like we did for the main campaign, which is why I'm okay with like teetering on, like there's so much that's like nearly child abuse with what's been happening to those two kids, where we're just trying to help them but like not really knowing how, you know.
Well, this should be at least the last of it, unless we've just done something very wrong.
Wait,
Don't
we've
worry,
made yeah.
I have not turned you guys into child murderers.
Okay, cool.
No, it was evil co-op.
I will let you come to that entirely on your own.
Given Aladdin the chance, he would have shot one of them.
Probably.
But yeah, I'm gonna go back to my room and Oh god. And I'm gonna rest.
All right.
Uh,
You guys taking a long rest for until tomorrow?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Actually, I'm gonna steal Bradley before I go to sleep.
Okay.
Since like everybody else either isn't here or is busy looking after children.
Yeah. What's up?
So, you know how you said that when you woke up you had powers?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you remember? Anything from before the accident or whatever put you in the coma that would suggest that you had anything like that?
No, because okay, so like my spine was like really messed up. The doctors didn't think that I was gonna wake up or even like be able to walk again. So my healing abilities like came to me on the day that I woke up. It's how I was able to wake up and just walk around. So and like before that I didn't have like I couldn't heal myself or do anything like this. It kind of just like I remember being in like this weird dream place when I like of being like in a coma and just hearing a soothing voice call me back to my body, and then I woke up. Um,
Without
so
being too intrusive, do you remember anything else while you were in the coma?
a faint glow, I think. Like a warm light.
That's fine. It's just I know I haven't exactly told anybody much about myself yet. There's been a lot going on, and I guess everybody's just a bit more open than I am. But and they start like playing with the ring in the rear. Um, my partner's in a coma, and it just I don't know, seeing you up and around and happy kind of gives me hope.
Yeah. Uh, maybe whatever's happening to me, if we can understand it, we could uh like uh help your partner. Like I I have fun, but I don't want to like break my legs for a living for my whole life, right? I'm
Yeah,
hoping I'm hoping I can do this enough times that I can retire out of this. Um and then like I would rather somebody else have those powers, like a doctor, someone who's like gonna use it to help people. Um but I feel like if I start going into hospitals and healing people, I'm good. Like my agent told me that sort of attention was not great, and I was all yeah. Um, what
I
happened
can
to
understand.
what happened to them?
Um, we kind of crossed the Volkov, and it didn't end awfully well.
You cross you what?
I I used to be a programmer, and
Okay.
I used to fix code for people. People used to hire me and my friends out as, we polish off people's pulse code, find what problems are there, even sometimes try and help with the security systems. And one
Okay.
time we got a big contract. I stayed up way too late working on it, send it back as if it was totally working, and it wasn't. And unfortunately, that was EvoCall. And they decided to buy the building that we ran out of, review bomb everything that we'd ever worked on, and then just destroyed us. So we tried to petition, and a lot of armed people showed up, and I don't remember much after that other than waking up next to Harvey, my husband, who unfortunately hasn't woke up yet.
I'm sorry. It
It's one
sounds.
of the reasons that I came here was to try and research the company away from the company. But everywhere I go, there seems to be something to do with the company.
Oh yeah, they're like they're huge. Even like this place is like so remote. It doesn't have like cellular data, and you can still find them. Find their pills around here. Like yeah, they're that's rough. Um,
And as childish as it is, knowing that there's people in here with magic, kind of gives me hope that I'll find something to help them.
yeah, yeah. I think so too. I hope we find something to that can help Harvey. Um, do you uh um uh so like were you researching Evil Corp to try like you tried to take them down? They not they fought back. They put they like it seems to be a like a back and forth where you know like they review bomb you, you protest, they send the cops in at the protest, and like it seems like you're I mean, like they're a big corporation. Or were you hoping to like find some dirt on them? Were you hoping to like?
Yes. Part of me was kind of hoping for that, but then the more I learn about them, the more shady things that I find out about them. I
Mhm.
guess it's stopped being as much about me. As much as they've hurt me, and what they did to Harvey, I can only imagine what they've done to other people who were louder than us.
Hmm.
There's so many disappearances tied to this company, it's difficult to even quantify. So much information is missing, and then there's this family of rich assholes that are just in the news all the time, and they're heavily tied to it, and there's just a lot going on.
Okay. Um. Hey. Uh. Um. Listen. Uh. I think if we like if we hang together, we can figure that sort of stuff out. Okay. I hope.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does like where do your I know you haven't talked about doing anything magical, but uh, were you the one who turned me invisible?
Oh, no. I got turned invisible as well. I'm pretty sure that was Melanie.
Okay, all right. Can you do any magic?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I used to think I could do magic as a kid.
Hmm.
But, well, that didn't exactly end well.
Well,
Anyway, I'm sorry for just unloading on you. I think I'm just tired, and then seeing the company's name come up where I thought I was safe has hit me a bit harder than I expected.
Hey, uh, uh, I get it. Like, sometimes when you're trying to get away from stuff, it can be triggering to find it, where you end up going. So, yeah. Hey, do you, if you want to, like, take a rest, I know you haven't slept a lot, uh, or you could hear me out. We could get so drunk that you forget uh, 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 about the sad stuff, and we try to have a nice time.
Maybe another day, Bradley, but thank
Okay.
you for the offer.
Yeah, yeah. Have a good night.
You too. I hope you managed to get some rest. I'm just gonna slowly head to my room.
Okay. Uh, I'm. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. One of my headphones just died. I think Bradley learning this is going to swear is going to like reconsider like asking for painkillers on his stunts if he messes up, because he doesn't want to like bother Star. Yeah, I'm just gonna like think about what was said for a little while and then go to sleep.
All right. And you all have a really peaceful night ahead of you. Till the following morning. Just to remind me, where did you guys leave the kids?
Melanie took them back to the village to their parents, right?
Okay, well, I think I will go over there for a bit. How are you like explaining this to their parents?
What, the passed out part?
Or the glowing masks? That's also important.
Wait, they still have the masks are still glowing when you get to the parents' place.
Because the process isn't done yet.
Oh, it's not.
No,
You see,
it's gonna be like a bit.
these masks are to help with the mercury poisoning that they got. Make sure to keep it on while it's glowing, because that means that the process is still going. It is some new medical technology that was brought recently, thank goodness. So this should be just fine once the process is over.
Can you roll deception for me?
Please, not in that one.
I can't.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Oh yeah, their parents like, oh yes. Of course, that sounds right. Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
Keep 'em on.
Evil Corp is always coming up with some new medical wonders to heal people. That makes sense.
Yeah. You've successfully taken them back to their home. Good. You're very lucky that was a very good deception roll. Oh. That was a tough lie to sell.
Thank goodness I have a pretty decent deception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was some damn good deception.
Oh. Yeah. You can head back to the lodge. And you get to the long rest.
Cool. Alright, I regain enough spell slots to do my shenanigans all over again.
Yep.
And again, all of the things I haven't had a chance to use yet.
Do we wanna call it a day here
Yeah.
for this session so that we're not like too far ahead for Aladdin and
Especially because we're missing 2 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like the next thing that would happen would be starting up like the next big plot point. So
okay.
I mean, if there's any RP or anything around this point, we could do that. Especially since this is one of the few times Star would have had an early night, so would be awake when Melanie wakes up. And Bradley doesn't sleep in as late as me and Emma normally sleep in.
I think I'm up like you know I'm up a little bit late, but because I've spent so much of my life like asleep, I'm gonna I have like I'm a very morning person now. So yeah.
Yeah, and Star will probably be down having breakfast. Looking a little rough, but not terrible.
Okay. Cool. I think that when I think that Brad comes into the like breakfast area, heads over to the to where there's like the hot coffee brewing, and he's gonna like take his half finished can of Monster, and he's gonna pour the coffee into the Monster to make his wake up potion, and then he's gonna head over to where Star is while like sipping this monstrosity.
Star is sat there with just a huge cup of tea. Is Melanie down already? Oh.
Yeah, she'd be down. And having some breakfast. She'd just be having water.
How did it go with the kids?
Quite well. Their parents made sure they were taken care of.
How did you explain what happened?
Mercury poisoning. It was to prevent anything else happening.
Right. I have just a question, Melanie. The instructions that Star got specifically said they had to keep the masks on the entire time that they were glowing. Like the masks stopped glowing after they woke up, right? Like
No. They were still glowing once we got there. Don't worry, I made sure that the parents wouldn't let them be taken off.
Okay. Were they still glowing when you left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems to be a fairly long process.
I'm gonna lie, that makes me really nervous.
Yeah.
I suppose it makes sense, though.
True, and I mean, we've done, I guess, everything we could do. It feels like a cop-out saying that.
Well, if we're still trying to figure out like what is like going on with Sasquatch, werewolves, and that weird like skeleton body that we found. So we're still trying to piece things together. Maybe we'll come up with better answers and more certainty that the kids are going to be fine down the road.
Oh,
Uh, um. So, I was thinking, you saw how big like Sasquatch's footprint was. Do you think uh, uh, like how much do you like if I got kicked like really hard by that? How many meters do you think I would get flown? Like, what sort of like leg power, like how much like thrust do we think Bigfoot has in his Bigfoot?
I guess it depends on if he tries to kick you away from him or tries to just stamp on you. So I don't know if you've seen like wrestling, but if you kick somebody in the chest, they hit the floor practically where they are, rather than like 10 meters back from where they were. I feel like that's more like how Bigfoot would kick.
My point of reference is more the giants from Skyrim, but I don't know how grounded in reality, all of that is.
Not very.
Yeah, reality's less glitchy.
Yeah, I know that the reason like that you fly is just because they messed up like the coding a bit.
Yeah, and then
It's like-
people made that many jokes and loved it that they just left it in.
Yeah, it is great.
I must admit, it definitely had an impact when I first played the game. I didn't mess with the giants for a while after the first time.
I gotta say, playing that game when I was younger, I got so many wrong messages from like things I saw. Because first of all, the giants, I immediately assumed, oh, their attacks are always going to be one shots. And then like when I first saw someone use a bow and immediately one shot somebody, I assumed, oh hey, archery one shots. That's the way to go. I made the
just leading dragons into the giants. So much the giants bonk the dragons off the
This
head.
is before I'd played enough games, so I was still under that like, oh yes, all the NPCs act in the same rules as I am. That makes sense. Not the case.
No.
Honestly, I think if Bigfoot
the-
hits you, you just die. 'Cause-
It would be
I
like
think
that
I
scene
found
in
it.
the first Hulk movie where he kicks the guy in the chest and it just breaks him internally.
Oh yeah, like
Because like a gorilla is like ridiculously strong. A gorilla could rip a person in half with their arms, and like a Bigfoot, because they're like upright, would have that same like amount of strength, kind of more into the legs, which are already stronger in a human than our arms. Like a
And,
Bigfoot
I
kicking
mean,
you would be like, you'd be dust. You'd literally just turn to paste.
I
even a horse
I love
kicking you can be
I love-
lethal.
I love that Ari, you're like talking about this, like preparing for an awesome fight, and in my head I'm thinking like this will make an awesome video.
And I'm just like, I can't wait to see Emma grapple Bigfoot.
Oh, that'll be great.
All right.
It's gonna be like, oh no, a Sasquatch, and out of nowhere, Emma's gonna come from the side and just tackle it to the ground.
Yeah, I'm never gonna make a monster that she can't grapple. That's gonna